self-consciousness, right? I think as we grow up, as we're young, as we're teenagers, it's like, hi, so-and-so, I kind of like you, you're kind of funny or whatever, and you start hanging out and they become your friend. And you don't put much time or energy into the thought of who you're selecting as your friend. I know for me, it wasn't really till I started to get into the personal development world that I started realizing how absolutely important it is to surround yourself with good, positive people and to try and get away from the negativity and toxicity as much as possible. And I think the key is that people really feel like it's an either or situation. They feel like, oh, how do I just cut my, so-and-so out of my life? I've had them in my life for 20 years, or a family member that's really toxic. How do I cut them out? And I think it's not an either or. You don't have to cut them straight out. You just have to monitor the time that you spend with them and make sure that when you're on negative topics that you learn how to redirect. So I'm the queen of reframes. People will start talking to me about something negative and I will very quickly jump in and switch the topic, or I'll reframe it so it's coming out a positive thing on that end. But you also have to realize that as you start getting more positive, those negative people don't like your positivity any more than you don't like their negativity. So kind of naturally you draw away from each other. But it's absolutely critical to surround yourself with like-minded people who are going in the same direction, that want to develop and grow and be positive. Otherwise, you'll just go backwards.
How did your childhood, in terms of frame your environment or where you are today, or did it? Do you look at and think about those things?
I think that's a really tough, really deep question. I think definitely your childhood determines and molds you to a certain degree. But I also think as an adult, you have a choice on how you're going to look back at your life and view it. So you can look at it and let it destroy you, or you can look at it and let it define you. So I think it's all just your perception of what's occurred. I think there's lots of successful people, and success, once again, not just on a financial way, but success emotionally, spiritually, physically in a relationship. There's lots of people who have had really bad things that they've overcome in their life and have gone on to be super successful. And there's other people who had a really great upbringing and, went the other way.